My name is Justin van der Lek. I am a visual effects artist. I'm from the Netherlands, but I'm living in Los Angeles.
Love is the name.
The industry that I'm in is the movie industry, and within the movie industry I do visual effects. And then within that visual effects industry, I am in charge of creating digital environments, which could mean that if they needed to destroy this environment right here, then I would create this environment in CG, which stands for computer graphics, in the digital world, and I would simulate and destroy that in the computer. One of my big passions is dancing. I've been a dancer since I was 10 years old, and I started with hip-hop, and hip-hop evolved into the whole breakdance movement. And then in 1999, one of the more popular breakdance crews were from Los Angeles, and I really wanted to meet those people. And then on the other side, my passion was the movie making, but I didn't really connect the dots yet that those two industries both were living in the same city, which was Los Angeles. My wife right now, Jacqueline, in high school, which was about 15 years ago, we met each other and we fell in love, and the one thing that we both had in common was having a passion for film. She had a passion, I was obsessed. And her side was always like, well, you know, I want to be an esthetician, but I always was interested in doing special effects makeup, which more or less is creating monsters on people's faces or making, you know, props. And especially when she met me, and we're always talking about moving to the US, and I would love to go to the United States and work there and do visual effects, that she started thinking like, oh, hang on, if we're still together and you know, he's wanting to go to America, I gotta find something for myself as well. So maybe I could give the special effects a try too. And that's how she ended up doing that as a profession. So when I arrived in Los Angeles together with Jacques, I started working for a company called Look Effects. So they sponsored my visa, they hired me, and I started working on movies like Pirates of the Caribbean. But then, and I'm not sure if a lot of people know, but in 2007 and 2006, 2007, the writer's strike happened, which meant that all the writers went on strike, so no movies were being made. That also meant that Look Effects couldn't pay me anymore, but they still had my visa, so I was in big trouble. I couldn't go anywhere else because a visa is always tied to a company. So Digital Domain is one of the, like, to me, like, an idolized company. It's the company I always wanted to work for, but I never felt like I had the skills yet, and it needed to take me another 6 to 7 years before I could even be considered at Digital Domain. But because I was desperate and had nothing else, I literally just sent out my resume and my portfolio and send it to them and be like, I need work. Do you guys have anything? I'll do anything. And that's how they hired me. They were like, yeah, sure. You know, let's see what you can do. People are really nice and people are really helpful. But if you're an outsider, you need to prove that you can work with their level. So when I started Digital Domain, it's really intimidating. You're working with the best of the best of the best. So instead of working from 9 to 7 every day, I worked from 7 to 8. So I had 3 hours extra because I came in early and opened up other people's projects and just like looked around how they did it, wrote it down, tried to learn, and then stayed late as well just to learn extra things, just to catch up to that level. And I think I paid my dues. I think if you have an obsession like you know, extreme obsessions like doing films, you have to make sacrifices, especially when you know that the industry or the job or the profession that you do is on the other side of the world. You have to leave your family behind. You have to leave your friends behind. And I am a really mama's boy, family person, friends person. So that was really tough, and still sometimes is really tough. I mean, as far as talking about richness, it sounds really cliche, but I've been together with my wife for 15 years, and we've been married for 6 years now, and I think that's the biggest richness you can have. We obviously want to have children, and we want to be, you know, just keep on going on the path that we are. I wish my mom was still here, but I feel like I owe it to her to keep on fighting for my dreams and to keep on going and just be happy because that's the only way she can live still. So and that's through me and my brother and my wife and hopefully someday my children. So those are my personal goals.